You know that one Caribbean port everyone raves about after the cruise is over. For me, that was Curaçao. It's like Amsterdam and Aruba had a love child, sprinkled with colour, charm and a cheeky Caribbean twist. I honestly didn't think I'd love it as much as I did. This video is your ultimate port guide to Curaçao in 2025. So whether you're cruising with P&O Royal Caribbean, Princess or MSC, I've got your day ashore completely covered. I'm a solo traveller who's explored 70 countries, and what I'm sharing in this video is based on my own recent day in Curaçao. Real tips, real finds, and a few hidden gems you definitely won't want to miss. Curaçao is honestly one of the easiest ports in the Caribbean to explore on your own. The Mega Pier and Matthey Wharf terminals are both located right in Willemstad, the capital, and you can walk into the town centre in less than 10 minutes. And that's if you stop to take photos. There's free Wi-Fi at the terminal, taxis lined up just outside, and loads of day tours if you want something more organised. But this is a port you can do completely DIY and still have a cracking time. Your walk into town will take you through Riff Fort Village. It used to be a 19th century fort, but now it's full of shops, cafes, and the smell of those sweet Dutch pancakes. Seriously, follow your nose. Even if you just stop for coffee here before heading to the beach, it's a lovely way to start the day. One of the best-known landmarks in Curaçao is the Queen Emma Bridge, and crossing it is almost like a rite of passage. It connects two sides of Willemstad, Punda and Otrobanda. The bridge literally swings open to let boats pass, and it feels like walking on a giant dock. If it's open, no worries. Just take the free ferry. It only takes about 2 minutes. Punda is the side where you'll find the classic Dutch Caribbean buildings painted in all those vibrant colours. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and a great place to wander, shop, and soak up the vibe. But it's not just about pretty buildings. There are loads of local boutiques, murals, markets, and street food if you veer off the main drag. This next part was one of the best wildlife encounters I've ever had on a cruise. I went snorkelling with wild sea turtles at Playa Piskado. It's not polished. There are no sunbeds or cocktails. It's a working fishing beach. But that's why the turtles are there. The fishermen clean their catch right on shore, and the scraps draw the turtles into shallow water. You can float just above them with your snorkel gear and watch them glide beneath you. It's magic. Pure and simple. Top tip, take your own snorkel gear, as not every tour operator supplies snorkels. Also, if you don't want to snorkel, you can still see the turtles clearly in the water from the pier. After that, I headed to Playa Knip, and it actually took my breath away. Imagine the most turquoise water you've ever seen, soft golden sand, and views from a cliffside lookout that are perfect for your next screensaver. This is the kind of beach you come to the Caribbean for. There are a few food stalls and toilet facilities, and it's usually less crowded than you'd expect. If you're booking a driver or a private tour, definitely add Playa Knip to your itinerary. Don't fancy trekking across the island? Mambo Beach is the answer. Just a 10-minute cab ride from the ship, it's got everything. Lounges, palm trees, beach bars, boutique shops, and even spotless changing rooms. Entry is about $3.50, and a sunbed will set you back around $5. Whether you're excited about spending a day on the sun lounger or take advantage of many water sports opportunities on offer, Mambo Beach caters for everyone. The beach's wave breakers have created a luscious tropical lagoon, which makes Mambo Beach perfectly safe for the kids too. Snorkel out by the rocks, and you'll spot colourful coral and a sea turtle if you're lucky. Lounge on the pearly white sands with a pina colada in hand, and grab lunch from the bar or one of the many eateries at the adjacent open-air mall if you're short on time. But want to see more than just the port? Consider booking a guided island tour. Some tours cover everything from beaches like Playa 40 and Knip to cultural spots like the Curaçao Liqueur Distillery, and even quick photo stops at the Flamingo Flats. Speaking of flamingos, if you want to spot them, head to either Salina Saint Michel or Jancoc Salt Flats. At Jancoc, the viewing platform gives you a really close look. Flamingos aren't guaranteed, but when they're there, you might see entire flamboyances feeding and wading through the pink-tinged water. It's a proper photo op moment, And it doesn't take long to stop if you're on a tour. One of the most iconic stops for visitors is the Curaçao Liqueur Distillery, located at Landhuis-Chabolobo in Willemstad. This historic distillery is where the famous Blue Curacao liqueur has been made for over a century using the dried peels of the island's native laranja, citrus fruit. A guided tour takes you through the original copper stills, historic displays, and the fascinating distillation process still in use today. You'll get to sample several varieties of the liqueur, not just blue, but also green, red, and even chocolate infused. It's a short and sweet visit that blends history, local flavor, and a bit of boozy fun, making it a great stop on a full island tour or as a standalone excursion. If you're into geology or just want a break from the sun, the Hato Caves are a brilliant choice. These limestone caves are over 200,000 years old and have a fascinating backstory, from ancient indigenous petroglyphs to being used as a hiding place by enslaved people seeking freedom. Inside, you'll see stunning stalactites and stalagmites, plus chambers with names like the cathedral and the map of Curaçao. Tours run regularly and are guided, taking you through a well-lit path with steps. You can't take photos in certain parts, but the memories stay with you. There's also a nature trail outside the caves if you arrive early for your tour, so it's a solid 1 to 1.5 hour excursion that pairs well with other stops. A few quick tips. US dollars are accepted nearly everywhere. Most vendors also take cards, but it's always good to have small cash for taxis or tips. The local currency is the Netherlands Antillian guilder. And if you're exploring on foot, wear comfy shoes and sun protection. Curaçao gets hot and there isn't a lot of shade in the main parts of Willemstad. Also, check the Queen Emma Bridge status before heading across if you're on a tight schedule. And take a photo of your ship's daily planner or all aboard time just in case. So what makes Curaçao so special? For me, it was the combination of colour, culture, and nature. You can have a totally relaxed beach day or go full explorer mode. And the best part? You don't need a tour to enjoy it. Whether it's sipping cold drinks at Mambo, snapping pics of pastel buildings in Punda, or swimming with turtles, this island delivers. But one day ashore always goes too fast, doesn't it? If you loved seeing what Curaçao has to offer, make sure you don't miss my previous video where I cover every single port of call from my recent P&O Britannia Caribbean cruise. From white sand beaches to cultural gems across the entire itinerary, it's packed with tips, must-do excursions, and honest advice based on my own experiences. Just click through now to continue the journey, especially if you're planning your own Caribbean cruise soon. I'll see you there.